when I was a boy, everybody knew what a downwinder was. We were the anti-nuclear capital of the world. I was an autistic kid. My father was a drafted United States Marine, an incredible man. I come from an incredible family. My uncle stood on Omaha Beach on D-Day. I grew up on a huge ranch out by the lake. He was a beautiful, incredible person. He was at Pendleton, combat ready, and they were human guinea pig. They were marched into the trenches in Nevada. They're called atomic veterans. He nearly died at the blast. Between 1951 and 1968, we had 300 open-air tests. Well, as different scientists started to write about this, Wallace Stegner was at the University of Utah at the time. I got to know him. Edward Abbey was hanging around there. I got to know him. I got to know all these environmentalists, and I was an environmentalist, and it was a passionate, intense subject matter there.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Bloomgate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. Bloomgate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. They'll be calling you a radical. May God have mercy on all of your souls.
Nuclear power was evolving. We were promised, oh, this can't happen.
Little delay this morning. Again, got some technical difficulties. Hope everybody's okay. Everybody's there. They'll be calling you a radical. Got a lot to talk about as far as the cancer, the nuclear fallout on top of this. And really, you think about it, the bottom line to all this, and, you know, the consequence, the top of the heap, the reality is your health. Your family's health. People can talk about the economics of it. They can talk about, you know, and that's all important and it's all big, but it's really cancer. And this is cancer. Fukushima is cancer. Nuclear fallout is cancer. I mean, it's that plain. It is that simple. Cancer is death. I mean, people think, oh, I'm going to cut my breast out, cut my prostate, oh, I'm okay. No. These are leukemias. These are free radicals. I mean, these are cancers of the blood. This is cancer in the brain, in the pancreas. This is child autism. This is birth defects. This is heart attacks. This is Chernobyl heart. Very, very, very real. It's amazing, the cover-up. It's being said. Now, don't you love this? Watchdog, the NRA, the Nuclear Regulatory Authority in Japan, which is Westinghouse, electric, it's the Department of Energy. It's the United States military industrialized complex. Period. Nuclear exists for one reason. We don't use nuclear. Nuclear is a joke. Nuclear, as far as a power source, is a fucking joke. It is a joke. It was a fallacy in the beginning. Oh, put a pellet in your car and you'll be flying freaking down the Jetsons. You'll be flying your spaceship around. No one uses it. Energy source. Japan, okay, if you think I'm full of shit, then think about this. Every reactor in Japan, offline. They're all offline. I mean, that's the insanity of this. People are too... and I've come to the conclusion that human beings have forgot how to think not forgot. They don't know how to think for themselves. Oh, it was right. Fox News has to think for them. Oh, by the way, Rupert's buying CNN. You know that? I mean, think about that. Murdoch, I mean, he that sick, evil fucker, now he's divorced and, the Queen's mouthpiece, he's buying Time Warner. So he'll do all the thinking for everyone. And it's not even thinking. Leads everybody around like the little bitches they are on their fucking leash. All the reactors shut down in Japan. All of them. Any rolling blackouts in Japan? Nope. What they did last summer, ask people to raise their thermostats during the summer from 72 to 78. Oh boy, God, there's a horrible story. And you hear, this is how sick these fuckers are. This Lake Barrett, by the way, Mark worked on Lake Barrett's house and putting shutters on in activists in Florida, and he quizzed him, and he says, oh, it's the same, the same talking points over and over. No critical thinking, whatever. He says he's like a robot that just keeps repeating the same thing. Oh, well, solar won't want my air conditioning, he said. The fuck it won't. The fuck it won't. Go to Southern California. Solar runs everybody's air conditioning down there. Same with in Japan. So how's that possible? They make up all that. They were telling us that made up as much as 62% of their electricity. It's a fucking lie. Just like they told us San Onofre. San Onofre makes up 13 to 16% of the Western grid. Fucking liars. And by the way, the Western grid is the Eastern grid. It's all gridded together. We need a grid. We don't need a fucking grid. We got a grid. Don't you love that one? When fucking Kenneth Lay was fucking running his fucking all in blackouts. By the way, I think Kenneth Lay is not dead. I really do not believe that he's dead. You remember that whole fucking gig? He's going to prison, and a news story comes out one day, he's dead. Funeral's fucking a few hours fucking later, no body, no fucking nothing, fucking, this is a bigger scam than fucking Bin Laden. My guess he's probably in fucking South America living fucking somewhere. Well, fuck for that matter, fuck, he's probably living in fucking Texas with fucking Rick Perry. The fact is, nuclear exists for one reason and one reason. It is a cash cow that has gone out of control. It's a culture that's developed. It's like here in Utah. The culture of corruption develops. And it keeps going, and it keeps going, and it keeps going until it implodes. And the longer that there is no counterbalance to it, I say it over and over and over, it's simply like this. You're in a relationship, whether it be business, sex, marriage, partnership, or whatever. You have a trust among each other, and you've got to deal with each other. But you're going to be honest with each other. You're not going to steal from each other. You're not going to cheat at each other. That's the deal you've made, and you've agreed to that deal. Well, one person keeps breaking that deal. One's cheating on the other one, and the other one knows it. Whose fault is it? It just keeps going on. The one that allows it. It's that simple. We allowed the nuclear industry to go completely out of fucking control. Completely out of control. They're so fucking out of control. Look up the subsidy. Look up the subsidy. You know how much of your tax dollar? Of every tax dollar. And I love how people fucking throw a fit about their income tax. The taxation across the board. At the local level even. These people have fucking got a fucking finger in every. They even got fingers in your property taxes. Did you know? Most people don't know this. The nuclear energy has written into state law, local municipalities, that you have to buy all the energy they produce, whether you need it or not. So they just produce it. And then think about a nuclear reactor. You ever been in one? They're a shell of a crew. They're big, ugly, fucking hideous fucking things. They have hardly any. They're cash cows. They don't put any maintenance into them. So they're like, fuck it, let the American taxpayer handle it. Who gives a fuck? This old broke down car breaks now, fucking let them have it. We'll shove it into WHIP. By the way, WHIP, and I was the one again, and I love everybody have fucking thing. Look up the first fucking report on WHIP. Who is it fucking on you? It's me again. You know, WHIP is fucking leaking all over fucking all of you in fucking the Midwest of Texas. Hardcore. I said it in exact detail the day it happened again. When the salt tries to, they're fucking lying, they're lying. It's a leak. Sure as fuck, it's a leak. And how do we know this? Radnet's not going to tell us. It's like watching the live cams of Fukushima. You really think they don't doctor those fuckers? You really think they're even live cams? I mean, fuck. We have no clue. You can't Google Earth over the top of them. You got fucking miles and miles of fences around it. And that's all nuclear reactors in Japan. Anybody even tweets the word, says the word, they go to jail, they go to prison. I mean, it's amazing. In this day and age, they were able to pull that off. Control freaks out of control? Oh, incredible. Like how people talk about the Illuminati, you know, the control freaks are the nuclear cartel, the IEA, which is the IOC, the same people, International Atomic Energy Association. That's who these fucking control, that's the most evil. I mean, they are the same people that are on the IOC, by the way. And here in Salt Lake and Ogden, where the Olympics were, the most corrupt Olympics in history, you know, I knew Welsh really well. He grew up right out here with me. He, you know, me and him had lots of talks about how they work. That's how these cities bid for them. Envelopes of cash. And I don't mean 100,000. I mean envelopes of millions of dollars in cash. These people live beyond like royals and off your tax money. Yeah, I love how everybody bitches about fucking politics and fucking them that, you know, they don't even get involved in their own community. I mean, it's like here in Utah. I mean, oh, like a big mile. Oh, really? Okay, who's your congressman? Don't know. So the most corrupt place in the world is Utah. The moment they're so fucking corrupt. Now, if you don't believe me, just look at what we reported Tuesday on my radio show. Look it up. How deep and how fucking far and how far-reaching that goes. This is a third world country here. I was a stucco contractor, huge stucco contractor. Did everything right for years. One of the biggest in the state. I never exploited one labor in my life. I grew up old school, had an incredible day. Wouldn't even switch to the fake stucco. I remember I called Shirtliff one day. Kept fucking calling his office, say, oh, send me a list of the laws you're going to enforce. Is rape and murder legal this fucking week? What are you know, and his secretary, his office, they'll call about, what are you talking about? What do you mean, what am I talking? It's against the law to pay someone cash. You're desecrating my business. I pay my workman's comp. I pay my taxes. I do everything fucking right. I do quality work. I do everything right. All the guys did. There were some incredible fucking businessmen here that grew up with me, that fucking in the trades. I mean, I started fucking plastering at 16 years old. I have scars on every inch of my fucking body. That's a fucking hardcore business. I mean, physical. Michelangelo said, fuck, you want to see the true artist? Watch a guy with a hawk and trowel. I'd go across the wall with a hawk trowel, blow people's minds. The concrete guys I was friends with, the framers I was friends with, the roofer. I mean, these were guys who developed in skills and businesses. I mean, it is complex. Huge businesses, strong businesses, quality businesses. We have state inspectors here. I mean, you have to follow the rules or you go to jail. And all of a sudden, these jobs you're seeing, these alcoholic hairspray, I mean, they're car salesmen. Car salesmen start showing up fucking getting jobs with styrofoam and fucking paint, fake fucking stucco. Ethos, they call it, which if you got ethos on your house, you got a molded up piece of dog shit. Fake fucking rock. I'm a rock mason. Ain't that the thumbprint of America? So fuck, there no more rock mason than fucking I'm an astronaut. They call Shirtliff. It's against the law to pay these guys cash. Why don't you come arrest the guy who's paying them cash? Oh, He told me one day, Mark Shurliff himself told me one day, Kevin, unless they have over 200 employees, we don't get involved. What? That guy was and he was passive-aggressive. And I could tell, you guys pull back, a lot of people that pull back on me, and whatever, fuck, please. What you see is what you fucking get. That's the way everybody should be. Everybody should be like that. Doug Wright, KSL, fucking CNN, Anderson Vanderbilt, CIA Cooper, fucking, Sean fucking Hairsprayed Hanley. These are passive-aggressive, fucking evil, hardcore people. The quiet, passive-aggressive fucking criminals, they're the fucking killers of the world. Always have been. Always have been. They're the dangerous. They're the people that'll fucking slit your throat in the fucking middle of the night. That's who these people are. That's why they become it. Now you think about it. That's why they do it. And in the Mormon thesis, you think about it. There was a lot of true handcart pushing romantics that came across here. This is a hard place. This is the place. Fuck, it was 102 degrees the day they got here. Fucking January 24th, 1847. It's a desert. It's a hard fucking place. It's a tough place. These people were a lot of incredible fucking Mormons, a lot of incredible people, period, that settled the Western United States. This is a different place. This has got an edge to it. It did. These people were fucking communal, fucking loving, very pagan, very in symphony with the birds, the landscape. A lot of the Western United States, a lot of America that way. All hijacked by passive aggressives. It's a masquerade party. They put on their hairspray. That's who the nuclear cartel is. That's who politically it is, and we all fall for it. It's outrageous. And people are dying in droves. The fucking cancer capital of the world is here, right here. Maybe the Belarus and Ukraine. We always fought. Not anymore. We accept the corruption. Not only the corruption because people become the corruption, because people don't want to learn trades, they don't want to be hard workers, which creates a very ugly society. To be a skilled person, to be a worker that takes years to learn a craft and or skill and then use that skill and make money, it's not even just the money, it's the enlightenment in the soul. Hamilton talked about it. Abraham Lincoln talked about it. Franklin Roosevelt talked about it. John Kennedy talked about it. Enlightenment versus slavery. It's simply this. It's a philosophy. Is it moral? Is it right to have a society based on usury or enlightenment? There's only two. The equation. There's only two answers to the equation. You pick one. Is it moral? Is it healthy? Is it economically strong? Is it viable for usury, slavery? And make no fucking mistake about it. Right now, America is the biggest slave owners in the history of mankind. Bigger than the antebellum South. You see, this is how grotesque it is. The ancestors of antebellum African-American slaves, their great-great-grandsons, running down NFL fields with hair extensions from executed Chinese prisoners. You don't think the slave in fucking China is fucking hardcore and brutal, and in Bangladesh, you're a fool if you don't think that. The shirtwaist fire on balcony. It's your Apple products, your fucking car, everything. Your garments, blood in your fucking garments. That is hard. They're hardcore slaves over there. Hey, don't you love it we fight the Korean War to fucking hold them back? We can't let communism spread. Vietnam. If we allow McNamara, if we allow Vietnam to fall, then the whole region falls like dominoes, one after another, to the communists. I remember who McNamara was. I kept saying, I keep waiting for fucking Rumsfeld to just zip a zoo and McNamara fucking walk out. McNamara lived a very long time. He just died not too long ago, a few years ago. He was CEO of Ford. That's right. I mean, think about that. Ford was an evil fucker. Ford, I mean, in his own fucking sick, weird, fucking twisted, demented fucking way. He was one of his protégés. So, using his soldiers like pawns, like fucking a piece, like a bullet, where do you think Dick Cheney learned it from? Oh, McNamara, Nixon. That's how far, I mean, this is a progress. It's a chain. It's a culture that's developed, and it grows, and it goes unchecked. That's what nuclear is. It is so massive. I've been to Oak Ridge, Tennessee at the Megan Rice fucking hearing. I spent 2 days in Oak Ridge, all over it, in the community. It's a whole town. I don't know if any of you have been there. It'll blow your fucking mind. They got photographs at Oak Ridge High School. They have the atomic symbol on the side. It's an indoctrination factory from hell. Making nuclear bombs there after they signed, Reagan Gorbachev signed the deal's in law. It's international law, it's local law, it's United States fucking law. Not only can we not make any more, we have to fucking get rid of the ones we have. We're not doing either. We're not getting rid of them. And we are making more. That's why Megan Rice broke into World War. She's not a criminal, she's a hero. She's a patriot, she's a national hero. Love how you fuckers wrap up. Now they don't even wrap up your merit flag, you know. Stephen Colbert satires fucking Fox with the mirror. Fuck. It's the state flag now. Stay right, good right. When you don't even know who your fucking congressman is. You don't even know how fucking... I mean, it's outrageous how people roll this way. And number one, I want people to understand, too, with this radio show, with my YouTube site, this ain't a fucking popularity contest. I mean, it's really not a popular. It never has been, never will. I could give a fuck in that regard. It's not a popularity contest. I'm fighting for my fucking life. I'm fighting for my children's life. I'm fighting for my grandkids' fucking life. I'm fighting for a lot of yours life. I'm fighting for a lot of your children's life. I mean, I gave up on the fucking baby boomers a long time ago. Going, gone in the aggregate. The echo boomers are just fucking gone. These lazy, pathetic fuck think they're getting ahead. Fuck God. Oh, I got a fucking crew of illegals mowing my lawn, cooking my fucking food, building my shit fucking dumpy ass house. Then I go refinance it over and over. It's exactly what happened in Utah 2 days ago. You can go along that way, you can go a long way, and that fucking house card is going to be jerked. It's just like, why does China keep buying our fucking debt when they have this massive economy of their own? Because at the top, they're just sucking up all the wealth. They know that entire economy is built on house cards. It's built on the back of the United States consumer, which cannot last. I'll tell you why it can't last. Because at some point, there's going to become a society that wakes up and realizes that we have $18 trillion in reeling fucking debt. We have a horrific, I love it, all the fucking unemployment rates straightened up. The fuck it has. The participation rate's what counts. The only way you get counted in unemployment is if you're actually on unemployment. Fuck, nobody's on unemployment. The unemployment rate in this country is just as bad as it was in the 30s. The only difference is we have food stamps. They didn't then. Or people would be starving to death in this country. Fuck, I can't believe how many people I know, grown men as I travel around the country my age, that I talk to, don't work anymore. Why? Because not just the fact they can't find a fucking job. Who the fuck? What 50-year-old man's going to go work $10 an hour? Especially people that have developed crafts. It's the Enlightenment. Without the Enlightenment, you have drug addiction, you have alcohol, you have obesity. Hamilton knew that. That's why the first fucking 8 employees of the United States or the Coast Guard at the port blocking the East Indian Company to block cheap Chinese goods from coming into America, to incentivize buying American-made goods, to pay off the fucking debt from the Revolutionary War, which was just as every bit as big now. Well, who was holding that debt? It's like all these fucking lunatics and their fucking Federal Reserve rhetoric. Yeah, the word Federal Reserve was developed in 100 years ago. Hello, we've had a central bank fucking before the country was even here. Go to New York, sorry, there it sits. Why? Hamilton to Jefferson. We must have... It is naive to think that our shores will not be attacked for our vast natural resources. Thus, we must have a public militia, a public army. We have to have a grade A credit rating Because the day that happens, we are going to have to, there'll come a time we'll have to borrow money. Oh, was he right? And if Hamilton wouldn't have won out, this would not be the United States. Well, you'd be speaking German. Hitler would have won. We borrowed a lot of money in World War II and World War I. We borrowed a lot of money. But we paid it off immediately. Truman, to Congress, the Do-Nothing Congress of 1948, the famous whistleblower speech. You want these guys? Go ahead and have these do-nothing idiots. To the wealth of the country. Roosevelt, look, you want the American public to take care of this? Because they knew how the American public took care of it in the 30s. Irish and Italian mobs that had been exploited as children grew up to be men and organized. There were so many CIOs executed at gunpoint in those days. To the wealth, you want to pay off this war, World War I, fighting that, you want to pay it off? We're putting the tax rate at 95%. And if you don't fucking like it, let the American public do it for you. Oh, they knew. They knew how close they came to falling. They knew that the fucking business opportunities that existed in the United States, they did it. They were willing to do it. Not now. Not now. Apple has $200 billion parked offshores. Fucking Merck has fucking $60 billion parked offshore. Oh, it's because the tax rate's correct. No, it's not. Because it's a bunch of corrupt, cheating, lying motherfuckers is what it is. I mean, it's becoming vogue to fuck the country. It's becoming vogue to wrap yourself up in the flag on Fox News and say, oh, fuck, go kill, as long as it's not me or my children that have to go kill. Go kill, and I'm going to be rich, and I'm not going to pay any fucking taxes because it's all false fucking bravado. It's a fucking lie. And then loot the country at any can. I mean, it is in vogue to loot this country. They all do it. Move your fucking factories to China. Same people. Slaves. Use slaves because there's no morality. They don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck about any of us. None of these fuckers do. Fox News. Yeah, they really give a fuck about you. Go buy our guns. Go buy our bullets. Go buy our gold. Go buy our silver. They're laughing all the fake all the way to the bank. I think it was Bonham or Bailey, one of them said, no one's ever won broke by overestimating the intelligence level of the American public. On Balco, it's amazing to me what these fucking fainting goats will fall for. Well, it bleeds into me now. I could live abstractly. You could live abstractly. You could go do your gig, make your living, do whatever you wanted to do, whatever. I know. Fukushima. There's no hiding. I tell everybody I hid in the pines. I hid in the fucking pines where the sun never shines. I want to talk about that a little bit, too. As far as, I think that could be my best piece of art I ever did at the solstice. I went on that intense rant about In the Pines. In the Pines is a song that people think it is, how do you that better? His version of it is magnificent, and it's grand, and it's beautiful. It goes way back further than that. Southern Appalachian, more than likely. Georgia, slaves, yeah. Clear back. We know it dates at least the 1870s. I think probably further back than that. And the head in the wheel is the wheel of a train. And so you think about the song. And I like how it's been done by plenty of country western stars and bluegrass, which they're beautiful. I love bluegrass. And some of the old bluegrass. I mean, I love it. I got to tell you, when I was in Knoxville, Tennessee, the Eastern Tennessee Museum in Knoxville, if any of you are there, you got to go. You got to go. It's as grand as any museum I've ever been in. The music, the evolution, and think about why. Why in Knoxville, Tennessee, Megan Rice? I mean, I think it's ironic Oak Ridge ends up there and her path goes in the pines right there. Higher in the Georgia pines. Yeah. The past. I mean, the historical nature of that. Paddling canoe. His quote that hangs on the wall about plowshares. I mean, it's full irony. Anybody, as they pass, had to go through that area. It's such a thumbprint and such an incredible place of the evolution of this country. I talked to a woman in there. She says, I know people that land was taken 3 times by eminent domain. It was taking Smoky Mountain Range, the Smoky Mountain Mountains, which are grand. You know, they're old. They're old. They're, as the natives here, we call these grand, incredible, magnificent. You want to see mountains? Come where I live. I'll show you mountains. And they call these the children. Them are the old timers, the Smoky. They took their land then for that. And I'm all for freaking as the evolution. I wish they would have took much, much more. Because there was a, think about this. They also took it, Smoky Mountain. They took it for the Tennessee Valley Authority. Oh, and the Manhattan Project. I mean, they had to move 3 different times. I mean, Oak Ridge is so big. You know, there was a lot of talk in California for a lot of years about probably taking the coast from a 5-mile, maybe a 10-mile, at least a 1-mile swath, all the way down the entire coast and turn it into an estuary. Or, excuse me, leaving it as a national forest. The greatest sanctuaries in the world. The greatest landscapes probably on Earth. Southern California. All of California. It's not any pines meeting water, birds. Don Quixote, read what he says. You know, the Colorado, not one drop of which falls back all the way to nuclearism again. Can you imagine if they would have done? I don't know. You go to California now. I spent lots of that. I was going to go this morning. We were scheduled to be at the USS Reagan hearing tomorrow, but it's been delayed till the 19th. Del Mar opens today. I go to Del Mar every year. It's so grand and so spectacular, but these fucking sick, crazed developers have pushed the fucking landscape clear to the edge of the water. You go to Pacific Beach, there are fucking new hotels built clear to the edge. I mean, they're even out on the beach and lights beaming out on the fucking. It's horrible. It's fucking. That place when I was a boy was so incredible. Oh my God. It was like anybody who lived in Southern California back in those days, especially San Diego, it was like you won the lottery of life. I mean, it was new. There was nobody there. The landscape was incredible, but they didn't protect it. And if you don't protect it, these evil, sick fucking monsters like here in Utah, these Mormons will tell you, they'll tell you straight up that the earth is theirs. It's a thing to exploit. Right, man, it's only 4,000 years and everyone's going to die anyway, and they're the only ones that are going to heaven. They believe that. They believe they're the only ones. And that's the arrogance of America. That's the generational arrogance of the evangelical. You know, I mean, the grotesque generational arrogance is developed through religion. This is just us. You know, they don't think about future generations. They don't think about anybody else. They think about themselves. In the Harrisburg Masquerade, it is fucking sick. California is gone. But the song was written by young slaves, a couple, kissing. They've seen them kissing. Probably written even before the 1870s. They chased him down. She ran ahead in the pines. They took him, they laid him down, and let the fucking train fucking decapitate him. That song's hardcore. That song is fucking hardcore. So they've tried to dilute it down somewhat. Heidi doesn't fucking dilute it down. That's why I love him. He doesn't dilute it down. Where's the body, girl? They never found the body. The song's called Black Girl. It was changed in the pines. And then they tried to say it's the longest train. Don't you love it? The southern fucking whites tried to change it to the longest train. Putty Ledbetter put it back to its fucking form, what it really is. The execution of a young black male. I mean, you think about that. They laid his fucking, on the railroad tracks, tied him down, his fucking head. They tied him there and let the train decapitate him. The fucking head in the fucking wheels of the train, the metal wheels. Never found the body. He put it back. Now, Kurt Cobain, I love Kurt Cobain, but he diluted it also. So you got the black version, you got the white version. I'm going to use the fucking black version because that's who wrote it, and that's the real fucking version. I'm not using the white fucking version. I don't fall for these fucking posture and groom bullshit. They do it through music, they do it through art, they do it through literature, they do it through everything. They fucking posture and slowly fucking groom in a passive-aggressive way. Tell the fucking song the way it is the fucking song. You know, Kurt, I love him, Cobain, and I love fucking Nirvana. He got it in a lot of ways. In Bloom, fucking Nature is a Whore, but he sings it soft and nice, smoking weed. No, fuck no. He should be doing it like the Who did it. He should be doing it fucking jump out there, smashing the fucking guitars, kicking the fucking instruments fucking over, fucking throwing, sprinkling fucking vials of blood on the fucking thing. Megan Rice, Oak Ridge, Tennessee. This is a hardcore, brutal fucking war. And I want people to understand this. My fight with cancer, my fucking leukemia, fucking don't make no mistake about it. This is one brutal, nasty, hardcore war from hell. I was a fucking incredible athlete when I was young. Incredible athlete. In a lot of ways. Amazing class. Physical like you would not believe. Before I got sick, my nephews were incredible athletes themselves. Little fuckers. I said to them one day, by the way, they're both the leading trainers down at Del Mar right now. They're amazing kids. I said, you little fucker think you're fucking tough, you little fuckers, you know, we're drinking beers together, bullshit. I said, I'm an old man. You know, I'm 51 years old. Let's have a contest. You two combined. And these are strong kids, young men. You rattle off both push-ups you can do, and then I'll beat both of you combined. Let's do it with pull-ups. Let's do it with sit. Let's do it with whatever you want. Oh, fuck, old man. Well, come on. We got a whole lot of people in the family, a lot of friends around, whatever. I rattled off 112 push-ups without fucking stopping. This is fucking 20 days before I fucking got sick. I was in incredible physical condition. Incredible. I mean, I want to go in the hospital. I went in there. And they're like, fuck, when I'm in there, the fucking doctor, oh my, because I had to get through my stomach. Because they give you fucking Neutrogen shots in your stomach every fucking day. And that's where the cancer was. And they're like, oh my God, fucking, I've never seen a fucking six-pack like that. I said, yeah, I've been cramped up, fucking trying to fight off the thing. That's the kind of strength that I was in. It almost took me. I never fucking experienced anything like it. Still, I think about it every day. I mean it every fucking day. This war is so incredible and so fucking brutal. It's so physical. It is so fucking mental. And my YouTube fucking site, I think, does reflect a lot of that. I look back on it, the intensity. You know, I was talking to John Kirk up in Vancouver yesterday. By the way, I got this incredible photograph yesterday. I posted online of a bunch of strippers in Las Vegas that a guy's friends with. We're wearing my Stand Tuned Post-Ignorance fucking shirts. And there's a lot of people that are involved, but he said, you know, he's talking to a couple girls he knows and you know, that he's got people watching my videos or whatnot. He says, everybody says the same thing. Why aren't fucking millions of people watching this, listening to this guy? And I says, well, it's real simple. It's real easy. You can't handle the fucking truth. People can't handle the truth. And it's hard. And I mean, cancer's a motherfucker big time. Big time. And to handle me and to handle the truth, I understand. It's not a popular contest. It's tough to handle. I did that intentionally. I want myself to be tough to handle. I want this to be intense. I want this to say, fuck, I can't, fuck this guy, fuck whatever. I want that. That's exactly what I've been up to the whole time. I know what the fuck I'm doing. My retention level on my YouTube videos is fucking the top 1/10 of 1,000%. For real. Who says that we don't know anybody that's got a fucking retention level like you? That is the point. Yeah, you can't, I mean, intense on Balco, literally. In there, I would get this shot in my stomach every day, you know, on Balco, which was a derivative of a human growth hormone to try to keep me sound. But the thing is, with these cancers, and my hospital's confirmed it, cut off my Medicaid, I got a fucking fight going with everybody. I mean, I'm up against so fucking much. It's so fucking overwhelming. You know, here I'm a finance guy making the most perfect calls of my entire finance career, which literally would have made me worth many, many millions of dollars if I wouldn't have got cancer. Right before I got cancer, I'm sitting there, and I've been doing this my whole life since I started out like fucking in East of Eden. I started trading cattle futures in the fucking pits here in fucking Ogden, Utah, when I was 14. 14! I've been up to this my whole fucking life. The best calls I ever made were right before I got cancer. I mean, I turned $3,000 into $700,000 on my YouTube site. Right before I got cancer, in August of 11, the markets are melting down. I'm telling everybody, they're not melting down. Fuck markets at 9,500. Double down, double down, double down, double down. I'm doing them videos every morning. I did video the day that gold was at 1,900, and I says, "Time to get out of your gold, and not only just get out of it at 1,900. This is 3 years ago. I says, buy Tesla, buy Tesla, buy Tesla, because they're responsible. They're not using slaves. Of course, they are now. Fuck, even they've jumped ship. $15 a share. Tesla's 200 and I believe 20 today. But the bigger one, I did a video in my classroom, and on the chalkboard, and I says, there was actually some students in there. Some old students. I'm still at the university. I'm not on the payroll. They fucking hate me. They fucking push back. When I was there, we were the #1 school business in the country. That's not somebody voting and saying via the exit testing. #1 in the country. Well, they didn't make 300 now. They're a fucking joke. They're a pathetic fucking joke. The University of General Electric. Fucking joke. Their good professors died of cancer. Dr. Cooley died of cancer. Fucking Kyle Matson died of cancer. Kevin Blanch almost died of cancer. In the classroom, I says, okay, class, here's the derivatives. Apple was at $260, and I will not buy their fucking stock because I will not give them one penny to these slave owner scummy fuckers. I wear fucking clothes made retro. I fucking shop in Savers. I mean, old fucking retro. I refuse. I will not, and I've always been that way. My kids will tell you that. I've always been that way. Hungry, eat your foreign car. I'm a protectionist. Yeah, hello. I'm like Hamilton, like Abraham Lincoln, like McKinley, like Roosevelt's, both of them, like the Kennedys, Bobby. Oh, like Martin Luther King. Oh, they killed them all. Killed them all. I'm in there fighting for my fucking life. Sick. Beyond fucking sick. The intensity goes on. I don't give up my fight. But right before that, I'm saying buy Apple at $260 on the derivative, the options, calls. I says buy April's 480s. I mean, they were $30 a piece for 3 days. I bought a lot of them. $30. The stock while I'm sitting in there dying goes from $260 to $600 by April. They're in the money, $120. They go from $30 a piece to $12,000 a piece. I had a lot of them. Oh, I had to sell them. I had to sell everything I had in early November. I sold my whole portfolio off, $700,000 for a check, because that's the way Medicaid works. That's the way it works to get in. You can't have any money. That's what, even under the so-called Obamacare, whatever this fucking clusterfuck we got, this nightmare fucking mess, this country that we got, because we just cater to the oligarchs at all costs. And it's ourselves that does it. I mean, everybody bitches about the war machine, but fuck, the polls were 80%. I mean, Congress, representative government, they all voted for it. And by the way, the only reason Barack Obama beat Hillary, the only reason he won, the only reason, he voted against the war. Hillary voted for it. This country, but at the time of the war, Congress is all for it. American Poppy is all for it. American Poppy is still, to this day, you can take the polls, 60-something% of American Poppy is still pro-nuclear. For real. For real. So who's to blame? I mean, we could blame media, we could blame politicians. Still to this day, this country is fucking warmongers at the populist level. They're ignorant. They are still free trade. Free trade. Globalization. New World Order? No, feudalizing. Still, after their jobs been looted, the country's bankrupt because we never did this. We always had tariffs. We were always protectionists up until 94. The experiment, the science fiction economics experiment, has been a giant failure. Cost you your job, cost you your life, cost you everything, yet people are still for it. How do you fix that? You can't. It's systemic. I talk about it all the time. That's why I gave up on the baby boomers. The baby boomers are ignorant, dumb, in the aggregate, pathetic. They're the most pathetic populist group of human beings in the history of mankind. And the echo boomers are no better. I call the baby wolves the post-ignorance generation. It'll change when the fucking baby boomers are all dead. Now think about this. I want you to all think about this. I run this through my mind all the time. When I was on Wall Street in the 90s, there was a really great, I think it was Bernstein did the work on it, and he just basically graphed the 401k in 1980, and he just basically correlated the gains of the stock market with demographics of the population. The baby boomer. The baby boomers, when they become bigger wage earners, the markets will rise. When they fucking start to retire, the markets will crash. You lay the map over, it's perfectly correlated. He even said in his mapping, he was doing this in the 80s. And, in the 90s, I used to pay serious attention to his graphs, correlating the baby boomer populace. He said it will peak in 2009. He only missed it by 1 year. It went down. People saying, the markets are way raging up. Yeah, but wait them. That's what great economists do. We have to wait everything. Wait until the $2,000. I like all these fucking lunatics say, the dollar's going to crash, Now the dollar already crashed. It's like you're waiting for the main event, just like a nuclear. What happens when they spill the fuel out of four? The main event already happened. It happened. The dollar went from 2003 to 2006 from fucking 75 cents against the euro to $1.60. Happened. What do you fucking think? It's going to happen. No, happened. Hello. So you waited. You go back in 2000. When Bush stole the election, the military coup of 2000, when he stole the election and hijacked the Supreme Court and the military fucking coup, the military just completely took the nuclear industry took the country over. Gasoline in 2000 was $1.34 a gallon. Fucking oil, fucking $12 to $14 a barrel. Gold, $225 an ounce. You have to wait it. So I took class, you got $10,000 in 2000. How much gold can I buy? How much food can I buy? How much education can I buy? How much can I buy now? Inflation happened in the 2000s, grotesquely. Now, the biggest inflation in the history of this country, bar none. We needed deflation, so the Fed made the fucking choice to just keep slashing the rate when they should have been raising. Free market, Greenspan, Bernanke, fucking terrorists. Both of them fucking hardcore, sickening fucking terrorists. Damage fucking done. Hasta la vista, baby. Fucking mission accomplished. The Federal Reserve fucking 100 years old. It's like Federal Reserve's been around since fucking day one. It's called the central bank, the word Federal Reserve, and it's been an ebb and flow. It's changed so many fucking times. We had wildcat banking, we had individual banking. It's changed. It went from private to public so many fucking times. Yeah, is it private? Yeah, but it reports to Congress. I think about when I was public. The country went bankrupt in 1929. It still comes down to basic individuals. You can bitch about government. You can bitch about the Federal Reserve. You can bitch, but you all support it. Everybody fucking love it. So, like I said, this isn't a popular contest. I give a fuck what people think of me. I really don't. I'm fighting for my life. Audie Murphy, when he came back from World War II, pinning all those fucking medals on him and whatever and wrapping him. He says, what are you talking about? I was not fighting for any flag. I was fighting for my family's farm. That's what I'm fighting for. Fight for my life. I like my life. 90%, not 90%, half of the American populace, I think it's less than half. I think there's probably 30% of the American populace, 40% of the American populace right now in America are very good people that I really care about and I really love. 60%, I think, of American populace are fucking evil, dumb, dogma, hating, fucked up people. Why the fuck would I fight for them? They won't even fight for themselves. But the problem is this. Yeah, I turn my back on those evil pieces of shit. I turn my back on everyone because it's nuclear. I'm a human rights activist. I turn my back on the slavery complex. I won't stop there. Martin Luther King's incredible speech. He goes back 500 years, I've been working on one. I've been writing a song that I'm going to do just in the last 30 years. I won't stop there. receive Chinese jobs. I won't stop there. The bankrupting of General Motors, America goes, General Motors goes. I won't stop there. The garment district in Bangladesh. I won't stop there. The slavery complex, Alan Greenspan, free market, Rand Paul, the Ryan Plan, I won't stop there. You know, I can go on and on and on and on, but the bottom fucking line comes down to this. It is the American, it is representative government. It is representative government. It is representative government. Congress wields incredible power. And we are Congress in the aggregate. What's Brad Pitt in 12 months year incredible? I'll tell you, insanity, popularity, freaking rules, or majority rules. Price Anderson, look, the nuclear cartel, yeah, the evil 1%ers do it because we feed them. We feed it. Fox News is their mouthpiece. The media, black and yellow, that's what I blame. Thomas Jefferson, without the fourth pillar, we have nothing. I stood in front of the White House, gave that incredible speech that day. Millions of people participated in the Million Mask Man Watch. I led it. John Anthony Fairhurst organized it. See any media coverage? Nope. Aaron Swartz's death. See any media coverage? Nope. You see the truth spill out on this. Okay, nationally, I thought that the arrest of both attorney generals in Utah with 22 felonies should be the #1 story on Fox and CNN. Nope. It's a massive story here. That there's a spill, and so that it spills into Harry Reid. No, it spills into Harry Reid's attorney. Harry Reid's a Mormon from here. But I'll tell you where it does spill. Hardcore. This is why this is such a massive national story. Mike Lee is a United States Senator, not a congressman, a senator. Jeremy Johnson, who I know, who's squealing from the prison, took a lie detector. He's telling the truth. They know that's how these guys going down. The culture. This money that they were exploiting and these briberies and this thing was being funneled directly to Mike Lee's campaign. Mike Lee was involved. Mike Lee knew all this. Mike Lee's committed probably just as many felonies as Shurtleff and Swallow. He's a United States Senator. Judge Alito, it spills into him. It spills into Colorado, BYU law. And I'm not kidding. Usury. Because it is usury. You on the hill for usury. Utah, you'd think, they claim to be Christians. My family, they were very, when I was a kid, everybody, around here, not everybody, but most people were very, anti-usury. They did not believe in slavery. Oh, no, because Jesus Christ threw the money changers out of the temple. They didn't believe in slavery. These people want completely opposite. They believe in enslaving people. And again, the American poppy can bitch all they want. But they go to restaurants that have illegal labor they're exploiting. How would you like to be one of those guys? NAFTA displaced them. I mean, we never had no fence to grandstand, and it won't change because they like it just the way it is. Farmers, these guys around here, they got houses full of them. Just exploiting people. It's so grotesque. Your house, contractors pull up with truckloads. It's not them, it's the contractor. Not paying him, and you go along with it. You're all fine with it. I got illegals pulling my lawn. I got illegals building my house. I got illegals for my food. They're being exploited. They're slaves. Hello, they're fucking slaves. They're slaves. They're slaves. They're slaves. You're Chinese, Chinese, Indonesian goods. Your Apple computer you're on every day. Slaves, you're a slave owner. You're a slave owner. You're a slave owner. You're a slave owner. It's you. It's you. It's the American populace. Everyone. I don't participate. Don't do it. I buy my stuff all retro. All of it. I do have this piece of shit little cell phone, probably made by a slave. But it never changed. My clothing, you go to our Post-Ignorance Project, by the way, Eric Jordan designed it. World-class graphic designer. One of the greatest graphic designers. He did all those for free for me. Go to our site. Our shirts, there are companies in L.A. and New York that, all the way to the cotton fields, are anti-slavery. They're trying to make a stand. We're anti-slavery. We make our goods here in the United States. We sew them here. We grow the cotton here. We do everything here with well-paid people. That's why I wear those. That's why I support. And that's why the clothing I wear, I always buy retro. I always buy old vehicles. Because that's the only way you can do it. It's pretty pathetic. That's what we've come to. But it's the American populace. The American populace is the problem. You're willing, because American populace in the aggregate is accepted that they've traded usury in for enlightenment. Now, you have a populace that is enlightened, that are workers, craftsmen, skilled men. That becomes a very healthy society that we had from 1945 to 1980. You have a slavery complex, so the people that are business people end up people just like Shirtliff and Swallow. They're people in Hairspray that are good at nothing but exploiting. They never learned a trade. They're rooted in lies. They didn't want to be workers. They didn't want to work. They're lazy. So they're lazy. And so it's just like the kid that cheats on a test in fucking school. When I was in my class, when I taught, it's just like those kids that, cheat their way through. Like Bush paid, W. Bush his parents used to pay a guy to take all his tests and whatever. That's what it is. You just cheat your whole way, and they become very good at it. They learn how to exploit labor. So that's how your house is built. That's how your food is cooked. That's how your meat is cut at the butcher, at the factories. That's how your animals are raised. That's how it's all done. And it's not done by the per se illegal, the hungry brown person from the South. They're hungry. But they know they're being exploited. They know. I mean, I was a contractor. I can go across a freaking wall with a hot crowd, blow your mind, blow people's minds. I outworked 5 guys, 10 guys. When I had to start out working 20 guys, that's how I broke my back. I fell off a roof, severed my tongue. This is a fucking simple equation. Do you believe in slavery or you don't? Do you believe in the enlightenment of the soul or you don't? Simple. And America believes in slavery. America believes in it. They don't care about fellow man. They don't care about themselves. And I can prove it. I mean, they've internalized their strife. That is, the tattoos all over them. They're grotesque. The obesity. And they wear it like a badge of honor. It's like when I came out of the hospital. I was in there for I didn't think I'd ever come out. The first time I come out, I have this incredible, beautiful, my correspondent, Greta. She's like, Kevin, I'll take you anywhere you want to go. You can go wherever you want, Take you to the strip bar, take you wherever. And I'm like, fuck, stop me at the first restaurant, whatever. But in the thing when they're talking to me, I just had tears rolling down my cheeks when I come out of there. It was so hardcore, I didn't think I'd ever come out of there. I was in there a long fucking time. The first time I came out, I was in there multiple times. They said to me, this is no kidding. Well, Kevin, you're disabled right now. Do you need a handicap sticker for your car? I'm like, what? Are you fucking kidding me? No. Fucking no. Next thing you drive to Walmart, look how many rows of fucking handicap. And just watch the people that have them. They don't even need them. And they wear them like a badge of fucking honor. That's how sick we are here as American public. When I was a kid, my uncle, who was a fucking amazing guy, Al Hunsick, really famous, filthy, stinking rich, amazing businessman, hardworking, incredible man. He was a movie star in fucking Southern Cal for a while. I remember one time when I was a kid, he was sick. He was dying of lung cancer. He could hardly walk, and he had a cane. This guy could hardly move. And I went to grab him by his arm, and he smacked me with his fucking cane when I was okay. He said, what the fuck do you think I am, a cripple? That's the way this country was. People took pride in their health. Oh, I remember it. I remember it. So do probably all of you. Now, wear it like a badge of honor. Sorry about a little delay this morning. And bottom line, I love all you guys. My audience, I love you guys. We have a good group. And we're going to change the world. You're going to change the world. You. I've watched you. I've watched you evolve the last 3 years. My little group turned into some amazing people. You're amazing people. I've watched what you've done. Keep up the good work. Stay tuned.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Plumgate.